Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Clonks and welcome back to another episode of my FC24 Manchester United Career Mode series. This is episode 5 of season 2, so if you missed the last episode, head back to the description down below and check it out before we move on and you get any spoilers. But if you guys did see the last episode, you'll know that we had a bit of a mixed episode. We got knocked out of the Carabao Cup by Stockport on penalties, which you guys didn't see because I lost the footage, but annoying. But then we went on to have a really good end of the episode by beating Arsenal 3-0, beating Shamrock 6-0 in the Europa League, and then beating Leicester 4-0. So a lot of goals scored and no goals conceded. But in today's episode then, we have 3 games for you. We've got West Ham and we've got Hearts in the Europa League and then Fulham to end the episode off. So this is how the Premier League table looks to start the episode. So we sit in 4th on 18 points. 9 points off Aston Villa, who are flying at the minute. They've played 9 and won 9. They've played a game more than we have, so Spurs and Liverpool, who are both above us. So it's important we get 2 wins today in the league, to be honest, so we can at least try and close the gap on Aston Villa. But they do look like the early flyers because they're not losing. That's the thing. They beat us as well with a late goal a couple of episodes ago. So yeah, it's a big one because even if West Ham beat us today, they'll go above us. So we've got to go and win that. So the West Ham team then for this very important game, they've got Areola in goal, Emerson, Algard, Alvarez and Johnson, Kudus, Douglas Luiz, Downs, Benrahma, Irving and Wilson up top, with Anthony Martial, Ings, Cornet and Zuma on the bench there. And then my team is Antoine Griezmann up top, Werner, Marlon, Fernandes, Rabiot, Casemiro, Shaw, Martinez, Araujo, Dallo and Onana in goal. So like I said, this is going to be a very difficult game against West Ham at the London Stadium, but it's a game that we absolutely have to win, because if we lose it, it's not going to be looking great for the Premier League table, so let's go win it. But it was actually West Ham who had the first chance of this game, so Kudus is just driving down the right wing. He then holds onto the ball, we can't get anywhere near him, he then cuts back inside but goes back outside around Araujo, plays into Wilson, who then puts it past Onana, fairly simple, and Kudus causes us a lot of problems down that right wing there. Nice bit of play from him, to be fair, to get around Araujo, and then lays it off to Wilson, who then has to just slot it past Onana, and West Ham do take the lead here at the London Stadium. And it was actually down the right wing again, Kudus causing us that problem, just breaking in. He takes a strike, but this time Onana is equal to it. And then that is how the first half ended. We had no chances in the first half, but in the second half we had the first chance of the game with Griezmann taking a strike, but Areola with a save. We then get another chance, ball from the corner, Casemiro heads it down to Werner, Werner flips it in, looking for Rabiot, can't get it, they get it out, but Araujo puts it back in, chest from Griezmann, overhead kick, and Areola's there again. Would have been a fantastic goal, but unfortunately it didn't go in. We get another chance with Griezmann, and Areola's there again. He's keeping us out at the minute, but it is us pushing from the corner then. Griezmann again, but he hits the bar this time. It's so annoying that Areola picks it up. And then in the 76th minute we get another chance. Good tackle from Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes plays into Werner. Werner then finds Kubo. Kubo then plays a nice ball out to Diamo, who takes it onto his right foot, takes a strike, but it's straight at Areola this time. Then things just get even worse for us in this game. 10 minutes to go. Shaw dives in. And to be honest with you, I did not think this was a red card challenge. I thought it was a yellow, but the ref did deem it a red card challenge, and Luke Shaw goes off. So we're 1-0 down, 10 minutes to go. It's a bit late, but I wouldn't say it's a red card. We get one final chance to get an equaliser in this game. Then after that, Girassi drives at the defence, takes one too many touches though, takes a strike, gets blocked, and that is how the game ends. We do go and lose this huge game against West Ham, which means that they are leapfrogging us in the league, and we fall even further behind in the title race. Not great. So after that disappointing defeat to West Ham in the league, it was time to play in the Europa League against Hearts. And this was the Hearts team then. Nobody really of threat here. It's another game we should be winning quite comfortably. This was our team. It's our usual Europa League team this season. It's rotated, but still should be good enough to get the job done in this one. And we looked to do that early on in this game. Then a nice ball from Kubo into Wan-Bissaka, who takes it nice into his stride. He puts the ball across. Diallo takes a strike, gets blocked, but Girassi is there to follow up and puts it away with a nice finish, and we do take an early 1-0 lead in this game. Then almost straight from kickoff, Mount wins the ball back in his own half. He then plays a nice ball into Diallo. Now Diallo runs at the defence. He does a skill to get around him, and then Mount carries on his run. He gets it in. Keeper comes out, a little dink, and Mount does finish it off to make it 2-0 in 12 minutes. Pretty much scores a carbon copy of a Griezmann goal in the last episode, but it's a nice goal. Okay, then 30 minutes into this game, Kilman plays a poor pass, but they also play an equally poor pass, which means Mount intercepts it, ends up with it. He plays the ball into Kubo. Kubo plays it out to Anthony, who plays it into Wan-Bissaka nicely. Wan-Bissaka then cuts back, plays a ball into Kubo. Kubo does a bit of skill to get around his man, takes the strike from a tight angle, and it's a fantastic finish. It comes in off the post, but a nice bit of skill to get around his man, onto his right foot, across the goalkeeper, hits the post, goes in. Fantastic finish from Kubo, and we do go into half-time 3-0 up. Then in the second half, then nothing really much happened. We had a couple of half chances. Anthony here with a strike, easy save for the goalkeeper, and then Anthony then turns into provider, plays a ball into Kubo. Kubo then lays across to Girassi, another fairly easy save from the goalkeeper, but that is all that happened in the second half, and we do end up winning this game quite comfortably, 3-0. Let's go see what that's done for the Europa League table then. So this is how the table is looking. So we've won 3 from 3, scored 12 goals, conceded 0. Like I said, I've said in previous episodes, this group is very, very simple for us. We should be topping it, we are topping it, and we only need one more win really, and we're already through. Yeah, let's go play Fulham next then, because in the league is where we need to pick up points. And this was the Fulham team then for this game. Leno in goal, Robinson, Kongolo, Diop, Tomiyasu, Iwobi, Paulinho, Lukic, Rowe, Andres Pereira, former United player of course, and Garcia up top. And then our team had to be a bit rotated, a bit of a hybrid team because of Shaw being suspended and because of the Europa League game there was fitness. So Casemiro had to play in centre back, which then forced Martinez out into left back, and then Højbjerg had to come in to replace Casemiro in the middle, but the rest of the team was our starting lineup. It's a big one because we really, really need to pick up 3 points here. And that is what we look to do early on in this game. We end up winning the ball with a tussle in the middle. Bruno Fernandes plays a nice ball out to Marlon, who tries to chip it in, but the ref actually gives a penalty for handball against Robinson. So this was the replay. Couldn't really see it properly here, but well, you could. I mean, I'd already kind of thought, it's a bit dodgy, but I wanted to have another check just in case. And it's the easiest decision we're going to make all season. Definitely not a penalty. Doesn't even hit his arm, hits his chest. No penalty. So then Fulham get a corner a couple of minutes later. Andres Pereira puts it across. Lukic gets up but headers it over the bar. Then Griezmann plays Timo Werner in, who uses his pace to get around the defence. Inside, takes a strike, but it's a poor strike in the end. We then get one final chance to break the deadlock just before half-time. Daniel Marlon, with a nice bit of skill, decides to whip the ball in early to find Timo Werner, who's got to put it in. But instead of using his head to get some power on it, he decides to sort of chest it on, which means it goes straight into Leno's hands. A disappointing finish. So then early on in the second half, a poor pass from Araujo means that Fulham could get a chance. Paulinho finds Iwobi, who strikes. He does put the ball past Onana, but fortunately for us, he is offside. And it's close, it is tight, but it is the right call. Just offside, so we do get away with that one. But Fulham give us a warning. So heed that warning we tried to do. Araujo wins the header from a Leno goal kick. He heads it into Griezmann, who plays it into Werner. Werner then flicks it on to Bruno Fernandes, who takes a strike on the edge of the box, but it's a good save from Leno. And then just before that corner, a bit of good news, Marcus Rashford is finally back. He was on the bench and he has come on after that 2-month injury, and hopefully he can get us an important win here. We decided to go short with that corner. Marlon plays it back to Bruno Fernandes, who takes a strike, but it's a poor finish in the end. Rashford then gets a chance here to be that hero that we needed. Griezmann plays a nice ball into him to put him one-on-one with the goalkeeper onto his favourite right foot, but Leno saves it, but Rashford has to be putting that away. And then later on in the game we get another chance, but Griezmann does a nice bit of skill to get on one, but he can't get on the other, and it meant that Fulham came back at us with Andres Pereira. We just couldn't get anywhere near him. He was doing all types of skills to get back inside. He gets around to Araujo again, flicks it into Garcia, who just slams it past Onana. It was so frustrating. We had a chance at one end, but then we just couldn't get anywhere near our former player Andres Pereira. He was just using his ball control to get around us, could not get anywhere near him, and then Garcia just slams it home. Disappointing. We go 1-0 down. We then have a chance here late on to maybe get an equaliser. Rashford with a nice bit of skill himself to get around a man. It actually plays advantage. He then lays it off to Bruno Fernandes, who's got a score, and he smashes it over the bar again. Bruno Fernandes having a very poor game in this one. In the 85th minute, then we have another chance. Marlon tries to get in, he cuts it back, lays it to Griezmann. Griezmann takes a strike, gets blocked, but the ref actually gives a penalty late on for handball. Now, this was the replay, and I couldn't quite see it there. We had a look at the VAR check, and as much as I wanted to give it, I almost did just give it because I was so annoyed that we were losing this game again. But it's not a penalty. There's nothing Diop can do about that. It's bounced off his knee onto his arm, so no penalty. Then just before the end of the game, we have another chance. Bruno Fernandes finds Griezmann nicely. Griezmann's driving at Leno, takes a strike, puts it past him, and we do get the equaliser. But I wanted a winner. We were celebrating, but I was like, no, we need to go and get a winner in this game. A draw is not good enough. We need to win. So that's what we tried to do here. So Fulham take the kick off, and we come sprinting them with a press. But they play a ball into Pereira, who then gets around me again with his footwork. Nice, but then he somehow gets around Martinez, who does foul him, but he doesn't go down. He plays advantage. It will be into Garcia, and just like that, we lose yet again in the final kick of the game, like we did against Aston Villa. Oh, it just was so frustrating. We did so well to get back into it, and we deserved to win this game overall, I think. But it wasn't to be, and it's just, if Araujo's got to be winning that. If you're going to commit, you've got to win it. But Garcia gets his brace and finishes us off to end a disappointing episode. And let's go see what that's done to the Premier League table. So no points picked up in the league today, 2 losses, which means that we drop down into 5th on 18 points. We remain, and Aston Villa go 10 points clear of us. They actually did draw and win a game today, so they have dropped points, but we didn't gain any, so it doesn't mean anything. It means that they've actually extended their lead up there. So yeah, we're already falling behind in the title race. However, we are only that 1 point behind West Ham in 4th, so we need a very, very good episode in the next one. But that is not going to be straightforward. In fact, it's going to be very, very difficult, because if we can't beat West Ham or Fulham, then Man City and Liverpool, yeah, it's not looking great. So we have to pull something out of the bag in this one, because we're playing Man City, Liverpool. We'll sim the game against Hearts in the Europa League, and then we will end the episode with a game against Everton away, which also isn't going to be easy. But as for this episode, that's where we will end it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Yeah, overall, a disappointing episode. No points picked up in the league. It's just put a lot of pressure on those games in the next one, because we could be out of the title race. Could even be out, well, probably not of the top 4, because we are only that 1 point, but the title is getting away from us. So we really, really need a big episode in the next one. We need 9 points, let's be honest, and they're 3 very difficult games. So we'll see how it goes. But that's where we'll end this episode then. Thank you for watching again, and remember to subscribe and like this video if you did enjoy. But yeah, we'll see what we can do in the next one. But as for this one, I've been Clonks. Take care, and I'll see you for the next episode.